Hello everyone, I am Suraj from Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering. Today I am here with a new topic known as the MVT architecture. MVT stands for Model View Template Architecture. So let's see in detail about it. The topics that is to be covered in this presentation are: first we'll go through what is MVT, and next we'll see the introduction to MVT architecture. Then we'll be looking into a brief of MVT architecture, then the working code in the VS Code. What is MVT? MVT stands for Model View Template Architecture, otherwise it's also known as MVT. It is a software design pattern within Django that utilizes models to handle data logic and structure of your databases, views to handle the application logic and functionality, templates to handle the layout and structure of the user-facing application. So why we use Django? Why Django uses MVT? Now a user requests a resource from Django, and Django acts as a controller, checking the URL for available resources. A view is created that interacts with the model and renders a template if URL mapping is used. Django then responds to the user by sending a response template. Next, coming to the introduction part, as we all know that MVT stands for Model View Template. Otherwise, it is also known as MVT architecture. It is a software design pattern within Django that utilizes M, V, and T. M stands for model, V stands for view, and T stands for template. The model is a data access layer. Models are there to handle data logic and structure of our database. This layer contains anything and everything about the data, how to access it, how to validate it, and which behavior it has, and the relationships between the data. Next is a view. It is the business logic layer. Views are there to handle the applications, logics, and functionality. This layer contains the logic that accesses the model and refers to the appropriate templates. You can think of it as a bridge between models and templates. Last, coming to a T, it stands for template and it is the presentation layer. Templates are there to handle the layout and structure of the user facing application. This layer contains presentation related decisions, how something should be displayed on a web page or other type of document. Here is a sample given of the MVT architecture. The model and view are connected through design and updation, and complete data is transferred from model to view. The view sends user input and display data to the template, and a template again sends the user input to the view. Django is able to separate responsibilities in the code, which results in a well-organized and maintainable structure for building web applications, particularly those reliant on large datasets. I will go further into each entity layer in this reading, but for now it is good to understand that the MVT architecture is the foundation on which Django is successful. Now we'll see each and everything in detail. First, coming to models. In Django, each database table is represented by a Python class called a model. The class attributes of these models represent the table columns or fields within the database table, while each particular instance of a model represents the respective row within the database table. Here is a code given for it. First, we will import the models class from the Django. That is, Django from django.db import models. Next, we will be creating a model class below using the code. We'll be creating a class called movie. So, class movie models.model. Then the title of the movie should be given in this field. That is model.charfield. The maximum length should be of 25, and the director of the movie should be given here, which is model.carfield, and the maximum length also should be 25. Then release date, on which date it should be released, models.date field in braces open braces close. We'll define a string for the self and return the self title. Next, coming to the views. A view is integral to the MVT architecture of Django as it works as the intermediary source between the models discussed earlier and the templates which we'll be discussing next. A view in Python terms is a function that takes a request being called and returns a particular response. These views are technically part of the UI of an application as they are responsible for rendering the templates into your browser after performing their associated tasks. Here is a sample code given. From Django.shortcuts import render, from .models import movie. So the movie that we have created in the model is imported here, and we define the movie list within a request, and my view request is given through this line, which is movies is equal to movies.object.all. Next we will be rendering to the specific template. So for that we use return render request comma movie in the movie list.html and movies in movies. Next, coming to templates. The templates in Django are the final piece of our MVT architecture and act as a blueprint or layout for your web application. They aid in creating HTML pages that can show dynamic content using the data required from your models through your view functions. So there are four key components of templates, that are HTML structure, template tags, template variables, and finally inheritance and extensions. So we'll be seeing each and every one now. So we'll be seeing the HTML structure that is used for creating a web page. So the basic HTML structure is given below. Doc type HTML, then we open the head tag, then we put the title as movie list as we have taken movie, and we close the head tag. Then opening the body tag, we use the heading as list of movies, and we use this for and if loop, if movies, and we open another list for movies in movies. So the list is movie title minus the movie director minus movie release date. So we all create a form of for loop for these, and then we end the for loop and we close the another list tag. Then we use the else loop, then the paragraph no movies available if there is no movie available in the tag, and we end the if loop, then body close, then HTML close. So next coming to template tags. These are the template tags. Uh, if movies minus for movies in movies minus else. We have used for or is else loop. Then coming to last template variables. So this is a template variable in which in under floor brackets we put the movie title. Next coming to inheritance and extensions. So here this is our base parent template that is slightly changed. Doc type HTML, then we open the head tag. The block title tag below indicates that the style will likely other override this title. Title is block title movie list and block title. Then we close the head tag. Body list of movies. The same goes for the block content tag below. Block content in block movie tag, body tag close, HTML tag close. So this is the sample code that I ran in VS Code. First I created a Django file under which I created my project, and in my project I have put the sample codes in each of the file, initialization, then admin, apps, models, tests, URLs, views. So I ran my program and I got this output, which is shown next. So this is how the output looks like after I ran in the VS Code. I created a super user with the username as BF100 and I gave the password and logged in. So this is a Django administration output site. Here the site administration contains authentication and authorization in which groups and users are there. Here we can add a group or change a group, and here we can add a user and change the user. So this is the recent action that I will take that will be listed over here. Thank you everyone. I hope you understood all the concepts that I've covered in this presentation. Thank you.